Yes, the next Corel topics are finding and replacing, right? Special characters, inserting formatting codes, working with tables, previewing objects and viewing modes, right? And saving the document. So these are the topics, right? First, finding and replacing. Yes, so take new page, that can be any size, right? Yeah, first we have to create a few objects, like suppose this is, right, and this is in the same color, and I'm using here circle with red, and suppose same I'm giving plus on keyboard, so you'll duplicate this. And the same way text, for text also I'm using, suppose here design, yeah, so make it bit bigger, keep this side and give any other color, right, like green. See how to find your objects, the similar objects with the same color, with a different shape, right? You find, sometimes you have to find, so there is, suppose there will be the big the design, in that we have, you will have some squares, circles or triangles or curves, some patterns are there with some same colors, some shapes are without the same color, right? So within that, the different objects and different shapes and colors, you can find your objects, the similar objects, right, by using this finding option. So where we will get that? So from edit menu, click on the edit menu, and here is, if you see there, find and replace, right? Here you find here and replace, and first one, find objects. So click on that. Here one wizard is showing. So welcome to the wizard. This wizard will help you search through your drawing and find objects that have certain properties. Remember this, the objects and certain objects, certain properties that objects must be, right? So begin a new search. Yes, of course we are searching the new, right? And next, see here which object would you like to find? So select their properties below. Suppose your object has some properties. Suppose here I want to click on rectangles, right? Rectangles are there. Rectangles are ellipses, polygons, stars, complex stars, or text, artistic text, some other bitmaps, are what are the qualities your objects are having, right? So first I'm taking this a rectangle, right? And suppose here, otherwise you look for object name and or styles also. You give any name to that object and find from here also, right? So for time being, I'm here taking that. And next, before that, if you read this, select the object type that you want to find, click on fills, outlines or special effects to define your search further, right? Suppose next, say you have chosen to find the objects, rectangles. To be more specific, so select an object type from the list and specify its properties below, right? So to get more clarity specific on that particular object, click here, specify properties for rectangles. Alright, see this with edited corners. Suppose your rectangles are having any edited corners, if you say, so what are the number it has, right? The edited corners, but here I don't have any edited corners here. Suppose some particular width or height, if you specify that number, so automatically that can be find. So here just only I'm giving by only that square, right? Say okay, right? And next, find the following types of object rectangles. And next, see, so these are coming. If you are satisfied with the objects you have specified, then click finish. Suppose rectangles that is showing, if you satisfy with that, say okay, finish. See, here it is find, the blue box, right? And suppose find next also find another one. Suppose find all, you are finding all means here all the same shapes, right? It's good. So this is you are finding objects. The next time what we do, again from edit, and suppose find replace, and again find objects, and here again next, and this time I'm using ellipses, and next, and suppose finish. See, the ellipses, find next, the other one, and find all, the both, right? It is finding automatically, right? And then here other one is replace objects. Suppose this is my replace option here. Replace a color. What you want to replace, color, or replace a color model or palette? You can replace one color model or palette, asking replace outline pen properties, otherwise replace text properties. Here I am using replace color, right? Yes. Next, suppose here find color first. Your color, suppose here you find a red, you find already, replace with some green. Yes, this green, this is your color, this color must replace with this green, right? So fills are outlines, that fills, right? So apply to fountain fills, apply to two color pattern fills, apply to monochromes. So simply fills, finish. Suppose here, see, here find next, see, find all, so both, right? And replace all. See that your red color replaced by that green one, right? So this find and replace option we use in complex designs, like in some cases we use very detailed the designs. Suppose the design has squares, circles, rectangles, triangles, and with some different colors, sometimes the same color. From that clumsy and the detailed design, if you want to find the same areas, same shapes, same colors, you can use this find, right? So after finding that, if you want to replace with some another color for all the more than, suppose, many objects, many numbers, suppose 10 numbers, say 16 and 20 or 100 numbers, so at a time you can select and replace that color by this option. The same thing, suppose here, see, we use now for text, and now find and replace, find text. So here find text, first don't select this one, and find text, and give this DESIGN, design. Find text, it is finding, that is simple, right? Suppose match case and all, so automatically that lower or uppercase also that will find. And next here what I am doing, the another option here, in that replace text. Suppose find, I find DES DESIGN in design and replace with animation. Suppose here DESIGN, sorry, DESIGN, design replace with to animation, ANIMATION, animation. Next, so you find this one, already find, and replace with the animation. See, so this way you can find and replace your objects, the different colors, the different shapes, and the text also, right? So that is find and replacing. And the next one is special characters. The special characters means what? Sometimes you have to insert some kind of different shapes, right? So for that, text and insert character. So here your character is there. First you have to check your actual font. This is Arial, and in this also you can check the Arial number. And in Arial, suppose, see, these are the options. Suppose in the particular area here, suppose here you want to add some character, right? Suppose go to your text, right? These are like symbols, no need to worry. These are all the symbols. Sometimes we use these symbols, right? So where is my English letters? Yeah, here. So there, suppose here, see, just double click on that. So you are adding that symbol. Simply that is symbol, right? And here after N, suppose after N, suppose you can add other symbol also. Suppose here, see, on top you are adding some symbols. Sometimes what, suppose see, here I want to add at the rate of, right? So you double click here. So after M you are adding at the rate of. And suppose here sometimes I want to add superscript and subscript. Suppose here after this, yeah, after this N, I want to add superscript and subscript. So what are those? So for that you select this shape tool and you select this one, only this, and if you find here the control bar or options bar, here you see there, here it is superscript. Superscript is what? Position the text characters above the text baseline, and here it is below. Position the text characters below the text baseline, and these are what? Suppose underlines, right? So here what I am telling, I am adding superscript. See, this N is changing on top of O, or otherwise suppose here I am using subscript, right? So this one, control Z, yes. So these are actually the characters. So characters means what? We use sometimes these characters. And here inserting formatting codes. Some codes, like suppose codes means what? It's very easy to understand. Yeah, keep this side, keep this side, keep this side. Here right, A and suppose C, right? These are my two text. You can make it bit big. Yeah, these are. You can duplicate this by pressing plus on keyboard and drag this down, right? And again one more duplicate, a plus, and again duplicate. So because I want the same text for many times. You select everything and suppose from arrange, align and distribute, suppose align to left, right? It is nicely aligned to left. So here what I'm trying to say is we are using this inserting formatting codes. The formatting codes means, suppose here see, give one, just click after A, that means this cursor blinking between A and C, and now from text menu here insert formatting code. See here, these are all codes. Manually also you can do all these things. EM space, right? So EM space, so what is that? EM space is some 4 space bars. If you apply 4 times space bar, suppose here I am applying C on space bar, on keyboard space bar, 1 2 3 4. The one EM space is equal to 4 space bars space, right? So that is. Next, that below one is the text, again insert formatting code and EN space. So this is also half of that. So here 2 space bars. Space is equal to EN space. Suppose on space bar I am giving 1 2, right? It's very simple to understand. Yeah, sometimes we use all these things because by manually also you can do all these things. And here a 1/4 EM space. Suppose see here the 1/4. So it is equal to 1 a space bar. And yeah, it is a non-breaking space. Suppose here it is a non-breaking space. Suppose here I have to use, not here. Yes, here only, non-breaking space. Here I want to copy more. Suppose I want to use, yeah, here I want to copy this. Yeah, here I'll keep here, and I'm applying plus on keyboard, right? Plus on keyboard, and again one more plus, right? And again one more plus, right? These are. So here place cursor between these two, and from text again, so here it is, yeah, and column and frame break I'll explain. So here EM dash, suppose here see, it is equal to, suppose again the same length, 4 space bars, 1 2 3 4, but here it is giving a line right between that. And here from text, and here it is EN dash, so it is equal to again 1 2 space bars. So these are really very easy, just for understanding purpose I'm explaining here. So here non-breaking hyphens, yeah, you are adding hyphens here, and again here the optional hyphen. Suppose if you want to give that hyphen, you can give there that options, right? there are custom optional hyphens. Suppose give that word, right? And suppose you Control Z. Yes, suppose give this here and text. Yeah, here I'm using that column and frame break. So what is that column and frame break? Suppose sometimes we use columns. So this is my text, or right click in that and insert placeholder text. Yeah, this is my text, and suppose you can select this and give the font 24 size. And next what you do, from text, columns are there, right? Click on the columns, and here it is asking how many columns you want here. Suppose you give 3 columns for time being, say okay. It is converted into 3 columns. Suppose see, my text is still there because it is showing my text here, it is still there, right? So from text here I'm using to select that particular text. Suppose here it is I'm selecting this one, and here you can click here, right? And if you apply this column frame break, right? So it is a breaking column, right? And suppose that text already broken there, and suppose so here I select again, suppose this portion. Now I want to select this portion. Yes, I want to select again this one. So here to here, yeah, here I selected that one. And from text use this column frame break. So here that column portion break here, and from there to here the column is broken, right? And suppose you paste that the broken text here, right? And otherwise suppose Control Z and Control Z I'm using, and suppose you can select this text again, this portion, right? From text column break text, and here suppose you draw and you paste that text, that the broken text. So these are simply for using that inserting formatting codes, right? Insert formatting codes and that special characters, finding and replacing are over, right? So this is working with the tables. The next one is working with the tables. So tables means what? Sometimes we use these tables, mostly we use. Suppose see, if you want to create a ration card or otherwise kind of a certificate and marks memo, right? There are some grids. So manually, suppose manually we cannot do all these things, right? So that is the reason we use that table tool, right? So click on this table tool, right? And in control bar, otherwise options bar, here it is showing how many rows and columns you want, right? Suppose height 3 rows and width 4 columns. Suppose here I'm adding 4 columns, here it is 6 columns, right? Now you draw, so this is creating a 4 by a 6, 1 2 3 4 by 2 3 4 5 6. So in this column you can add text also. Suppose here in the table, the menu, we have options also there: create new table, convert table to text, or insert a row below, above and below, and column left, column right, insert rows, and select cell table, and sometimes you can delete if you want, and distribute to rows, more cells, split into rows. So these are the things. So here what I'm doing here, want to give text. Suppose here it is in a left alignment, right? It is showing in left alignment. So suppose here make it center, right? And font size is suppose 14, and name it suppose rice. So this is rice. And otherwise if you want to give something, say it is taking that a center alignment, right? Suppose type again, right? Yes. If you want to underline, you can make the underline, or otherwise no. Yes. And then here, suppose here you can take one more, and again it is center and sugar. Some data you can fill that, right? So make the center if you want. I'm applying enter, right? Right? Yes. So this way you can fill whatever you want. And what I'm doing, suppose here to here, suppose you right click on that, suppose you have to select this one. Yes. So you select that and you can convert this into, see, you can move this side, or otherwise you can drag up to here, and suppose here this portion from table, insert and select, and suppose I want to merge this select actually. Just a minute. Yes, here to here. See? So right click here and insert or select cell, right? Or otherwise here insert, select that cell, right? And you can up to here, you can drag that one, and suppose what you are doing here, you are merging these cells. Suppose here move down here this entire portion, right? And you are merging that, and suppose you drag this one otherwise this, yes, from here I'll select, right, up to here. Suppose I want to see these two columns are merged. See this line you can select here and suppose right click here and merge cells. These two cells I am merging. So here you can write whatever you want. Suppose here give some data. Here text and right click and fill with text. Suppose yeah, you fill with some text, right, and select by big font. Yeah, you can fill. Suppose here the items, what are the particulars. So here give names and you can give the details here, and suppose here rates, whatever the rates you want to add, right. So I don't want to add a bot here. Yes, these two. So we can, I'll explain in separate lesson about this. Suppose here distribute rows evenly, right. So now I'm distributing that into rows equally, right. Right, see here and now can right click on that, split into rows. So how many rows you want? 2 rows. Suppose 2 rows. So it is convert into 2 rows. This table option is basically to create boxes, grids. In that you can add your data according to your design, according to your requirement. So I'll explain on particular design assignment. Suppose on certificate or any receipt, cash receipt, we do the assignment. Then you'll understand more clearly about this table tool, right. Then the next, these are previewing objects and viewing modes. So generally viewing modes, the viewing modes are, suppose here, see, these are my objects here. These are my objects. Here I want to import one image, like any image I'll import. Yeah, from references I'll take this picture, import. This is my image. So you keep this side, right, and get here and move it smaller and drag all these and make it bit smaller. Yes, place here. So these are, suppose here in the view we have options, right. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 options. So this is a simple wireframe. If you see this, it is showing in entire your page and showing in simple wireframe. So wireframe means only that outline, right. See here, it is also in wireframe, but because it is a pixel based image, right, that is bitmap. And suppose control Z, sorry, not control Z, redo move, I'm using here, so normal, come to normal, and again here a wireframe. So difference between this wireframe and this one is, so simple. Suppose this is, suppose this one can make it bigger size, and here I want to use this contour tool here, right? So here you can move this option here. Here instead of this black, use blue. Instead of this, you can use this yellow. Right. Now if you see this, now see this in simple wireframe first. See, simple wireframe it is showing, and come to normal, and from you again a wireframe. See, it is showing all wireframes. That means that inside the detailed, the circles outline it is showing, right? And again come to, this is normal, and here again it is a draft. So draft is what? With low quality it is showing, right? Draft means just for rough, right? And it is a normal. So normal is normal, and it is enhanced, right? It is lower than your normal. The quality will depend. And this is what? Pixels. So pixels are what? It is showing into JPEG type, right? So sometimes we use these modes. So I'm keeping this into normal. So these are the modes, available modes in CorelDRAW. And what is that next? Saving the document. Yes, it is very important. Generally we save these documents. Suppose see here we use options, file, suppose save. You can save your the document entire your page, save as the same page on different name. We save that. We know that as a template, if you want to save, you can save, right? And here see, import and export. Suppose if you want to import any image, directly you can import, right? And suppose for export, so here options are there. So export for Office, MS Office, or web directly, or HTML. Suppose generally we use in graphic design just export. And export, here options are showing here, the PDF, Adobe Illustrator, and JPEG and PNG, right? And here it is the other formats, BMP formats, and EPS, encapsulated PostScript files. So these are the available formats. Mostly we use that JPEG and PNG and PDF. So every day we are using saving these documents and all, right? So required the format, we choose that. So I'm not saving this because it is not that proper work. When you design a particular concept, then I'll show you more clearly how to save in the different formats, right? So these are the topics for today. So really these are very easy, right? You can practice this and then do yourself, then you will understand about these things, right? If you have any doubts, please ask. Thank you.